Welcome everyone to Avondale High School. Jeremy Adams alongside Brian Clark here today. And Brian, we have a pretty good game on our hands. This matchup the last couple of years has been very close. Just your overall thoughts to begin this broadcast here today.
Well, from what I've seen, both teams have good quarterbacks. Look like they can throw the ball well. Last year, Berkley beat Avondale, so it's kind of a grudge match today. So I think Avondale's looking to get some revenge tonight.
Avondale has a running back in Holloman that's committed to Cincinnati. We're looking forward to watching him today, that's for sure.
Yeah, he'd be like to see quality of his play and see why he's been recruited as highly as he is. So hope he can put on a show tonight for us.
A team that's 4-0 and a team that's 3-1, looking to establish place in the standings. Just as a quarterback and a player yourself, just what are you looking for in this game in that regard?
Well, it's always just do your best to coach, what your coaches have told you, play to a certain standard every week. You can't really get up too high or too low. You just got to try to play your standard of excellence every week.
All right, be sure to stay tuned here on CMNTV. The game is coming up next in just moments.
Why not?
I think so.
We all know.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hello.
Chrissy, hey.
Hey, Alex.
How are you?
Alex? Alex? Hello. I'm Mrs. Garcia. We've heard a lot about you. He is cute. Stop.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you.
The Bears took on Holly to begin their season. It was a 34-7 win for Berkley. Pontiac was next on September 5th, a 55-9 blowout for the Bears. Ferndale on the 12th of September, a 20-14 win. Then on the 19th, they took on Hazel Park on the road. 42-0 win there for the Bears. On the other side, for this Avondale squad, they have one loss on the season thus far. Started off versus Redfern Newton, a 46-8 win. Hazel Park, a 43-6 win at Farmington on the 12th, a 35-0 loss. That's their only loss, like I said. And then on the 19th versus Southfield Lathrop, a 33-10 victory. So just about ready to kick it off. Your early thoughts leading into this game?
Well, I'm excited to see two teams that their records are both excellent and see what they've got to offer tonight and put on a good show for us.
Avondale will kick it away here. To drive it is Alex Hedrick. Hedrick gets it to the far sideline. It's bobbled there on the other side.
Looks like it was offside, Jeremy, and I have to re-kick it.
So a quick penalty. There's a flag, just sits across the field on the 40. So we'll do it again. Alex Hendrick, also listed as an offensive lineman and a defensive lineman. He's a senior, stands 6'1", 220 pounds. Re-teeing it up here. The deep man for Berkley is Larry Alexander, the 6-foot-tall senior. Also a wide receiver and defensive back. We'll see him featured for the Bears quite often. So we talk it over again and ready to the line.
Timeout called on the field for the kickoff.
And a quick officials timeout, it looks like, after that, and they'll adjust the clock back to its original 12 minutes.
Clock reset to 12
We're off to a
minutes.
slow start, Jeremy. I hope it'll pick up.
What a, this is the typical start to a game now, isn't it?
Coach Deutsch couldn't be happy with that offsides on their first kickoff.
We'll try it again. Drives it with the left foot, hooking it out of play, takes a bounce. Playing it there once again is Larry Alexander. Cuts up to in front of the 40-yard line, and that's where the Berkley Bears will take over on offense. So we'll see what they can do here You're an offense to establish their game, and just as a quarterback yourself, what do you want out of your quarterback
Well,
in this
the
situation?
first thing, the quarterback that I'm thinking is, I'm happy to just get the ball to start at the 40-yard line. That was a short kick. You got excellent field position to start the game. That's always nicer than starting in your own 10-yard line.
So the Bears starting 4-0 this season for only the 5th time in their school history. So that's quite a feat and gives them quite an advantage leading into playoff talk. The opening run is taken up the middle there by Max Sobolev, a senior running back.
Number 33, Max Sobolev.
They're going to go with a no huddle. That was a quick hitter there. They just got off the ball really well and burst right into a hole right up the middle.
2nd and 4 coming up quickly. Good start to the Bears offense, trying to establish themselves here on the road. Like we said in the open, it's been a close game between these two squads pretty much all throughout these matchups. A 6-4 advantage overall for Avondale as they have a first down carry. Pushing them back are the Yellow Jackets, but forward progress will give them about a yard plus. So on the second play, they gain first down over into Yellow Jacket territory.
I think Berkley liked that play the first time. They just turned it around and ran the same play on the other side to the left.
So they decide to do here on play 3. It's number 6, Jake Cummings, the quarterback for the Bears, a senior as well. Stands 6 foot tall, 175 pounds. Under center on a first down and 10. Man in motion, that's Harvey. Again, they look for the run, and why not? It's been working, and they gain 4 or 5 yards on that carry. It's going to be first down, or second down, excuse me, and 4.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but that was that same play right over the guard. But until the Avondale shows they can stop that, they might keep running it. Getting 5 yards a clip, that's not bad.
So 2nd and 5 is your situation. Talking over once again is Jake Cummings. Back directly behind him. Another man in motion, that's Harvey once again. And that play got bottled up fairly quickly. Yellow Jackets adjusting, and maybe it's the time to switch the play now. It's third down and about 4.
They're kind of running an option offense. They fake the run in there, and then the quarterback's going to go down the line and have a chance to either run it or pitch it out to the running back out wide. That time the Avondale defense got good penetration, and they nailed the quarterback right in his tracks.
So the first third down of the game for the Bears. Let's see how they handle it. Again, Cummings under center.
Fumble.
It's loose, and
Avondale.
yeah, they picked it up at the 40-yard line. Couple guys on it, it looks like. 76, Ian Kruger was in there first, though. He's the junior defensive lineman. So that's a big play right there. Let's take a second look.
It looks like to me the running back never quite got it. The penetration again. Avondale's defensive linemen are in the backfield, disrupting the handoff. He didn't get it really cleanly there.
Now the Avondale offense trots out there for the first time. James Travis leads them. He's in the shotgun, hands it off to the left side, looking to cut out across the change there. And Josh Holloman, who we featured in the pregame, gains 4 yards there. He's committed to Cincinnati. We've heard a lot of good things about him.
Well, he showed some good speed there. He got to the outside easily.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6, just shy of the 45-yard line. Our home squad here. You see Chase Lala. He's another featured back in this Avondale lineup as well. Both of them seniors as they look to run just up the middle, that time short of the 50-yard line. It's going to be third down and short coming up. Maybe a yard short of the 3rd and 1, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Both teams using the no huddle, Jeremy, where the coach signals in a play, and the quarterback's got it on his wristband. He's looking at the wristband right now, tells him what the play is, and then he calls it out to the team.
Both teams wanting to establish early tempo here, going with the no huddle. Obviously, as Snap handled easily, even though it was a little high. Helmet pops out, but they gain a first down. There's a flag on the play as well. That was Rutgers.
You see here, it's a little misdirection. They faked at 34 and come back the other way to the left with number 33, Chase Lala.
And the penalty, it looks like, is against the Yellow Jackets. Didn't quite see the signal, but the spot of the ball is definitely a first down. Whether they give it to him or not is the question because of that penalty.
Well, they're going, looks like they're going backwards.
Illegal participation penalty on the Avondale.
Illegal participation is the call. And that hurts. All of a sudden, you think you're establishing your offense, and you have a first down, it's brought back, and now it's 3rd down and 13.
Yeah, it's first down in midfield. Now they're 3rd and long.
So we'll see how they respond. Looking over the sideline, still going with the no huddle. Both of these squads are. If you're just tuning in with us here on CMNTV, we thank you for joining us. Jeremy Vanna alongside Brian Clark to bring you the call here today from Avondale High School. Splitting out late there. The receiver in the slot is Lala, and well, all that confusion by the Yellow Jackets, they want a quick timeout. And if you're coach on the Yellow Jackets side, you're probably not too happy with that timeout right now.
No, it's just a miscommunication of some kind. I'm not sure what the problem is. Could be the formation, just weren't in the right formation for the play and no way to run it. If that's the case, you got to call a timeout.
So 8:04 is still left on the clock here in the first quarter. Still looking for our first score between these two fellow conference teams. Bears were able to establish a little bit of tempo on offense before they fumbled the ball. And like you said, it really didn't look like the running back ever had it. It was picked up by Ian Kruger. Also in there was Noah Harrison. So here they are again, 3rd down and 13. Looks for a little screen pass. It's behind the line and it's out of bounds anyway. So that will bring in a punting situation. And
yeah, that's not an easy pass thrown it wide like that. As you see, you've got to hit him right in the chest. That was way too low.
So a punt will be driven forward here.
Number 4, Devere Bain. Back to number 20, number 1, Larry Alexander.
Alexander once again
whoa, high
for the
snap.
Bears.
Holy
high
cow.
snap as that goes all the way back to the 15-yard line. A scramble for it, and it looks like the Bears have recovered.
Take a look at that again, Jeremy. That ball's just rocketed over the punter. He didn't have a chance
Let's
to
see.
get up and get that one.
That's a big swing play there for Berkley. So a couple miscues in this game. Haven't led to any points thus far, but this is going to be quite interesting to see how the Berkley Bears handle. Back out there in offense for the second time. They ran exclusively in their first possession. Again, back under center is Jake Cummings. Receiver to wide to his left and right, looking for a jump. The Bears don't find it, handing it off to Michael Harvey, and Harvey is met just about a yard or even with the line of scrimmage. That's a nice job by the Yellow Jackets on defensive pursuit there.
Well, Berkley finally got away from plunging over the center and the guard and tried to go wide there, and Avondale did a good job of stringing it out and holding them to a short gain.
So we'll call it 2nd down and 9. He barely gained a yard. 7:28 still remaining here in the first quarter of play. matchup that's viewed as a very good one coming into this game. Handoff up the middle. They probably gained about a yard. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Look to have a better
see if they're going to dare to put it in the air tonight. They've been sticking to the ground. 3rd and 7.
Jake Cummings under center. There he is. Sends another man in motion. They've done that quite a bit. He keeps it out to the left side, looking to get a 1st down, but he stops short. So now what do? Do you gamble on 4th down or just go with the easy play and kick what would be a pretty easy field goal?
The quarterback, definite quarterback run. He has a chance to pitch it, but there's no way because Avondale swarmed him before he had any chance to pitch out there. Looks like they're going for it, huh, Jeremy?
So it's about a 4th down and 4. It's a big play here early on in the 1st quarter. We'll see if the Yellow Jackets can stop them, and they do. It flies through the end zone. Take another look, but that's a turnover on downs for the Bears.
Watch this here. It's a slant pass up top. He's actually wide open, and he overthrew it. You can see the offensive lineman there, dismay on his. Receiver was open, and the quarterback just didn't hit him.
So now the Yellow Jackets are backed up just a little bit. They try to march out there. So 2 unsuccessful possessions so far by the Berkley Bears. That's a big stop for Avondale, though. The snap went through the hands of the punter and back towards the end zone. They able to keep the score off as once again we see another run play. It's no surprise in this game. Taking it was Josh Holloman. That's not a surprise that he took it either. As he gained 5 more yards, 2nd down and 5. Those were
he's
easy
a big
yards.
guy. It didn't look like he got that much, but he's running hard and he's running downhill and keeping his pads low, and he's moving the pile instead of getting pushed back.
Still 5:26 remaining here in quarter number 1. Under center once again is James Travis. They look to run off tackle there quickly across the near sideline. It didn't look like they gained much, if any, maybe a half yard. It's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 4.
That was a good job by the Berkley front line there. There wasn't much room at all for Holloman to get started. At least got to have a hole some sort to get started.
Once again, they'll check the playbook here. Both teams, if you're just tuning in, have gone with the no huddle ever since the first snap. They go with the I formation. Handoff is met in the backfield. Great penetration there by the Berkley Bears, and back-to-back good stops by both of these defenses. It brings up a 4th down and long.
Well, I guess they don't want to, they're a little leery about passing out of their own end, so they, instead of passing, they hand it off again, but number 8 just got through there and made a great play and took Holloman down.
It was Carlton Williams on the tackle. To punt it away is Alex Hendrick. Snap this time. Hangs up. Will take a bounce just shy of the 45-yard line. Looking to take it out is Larry Alexander. He gets up to the 35. He's met fairly quickly that time. Number 3, Bobby Poor, who's also a key player on offense for the Yellow Jackets, made the tackle.
Let's see if Berkley can take advantage of this field position. Jeremy, they've had the ball now 3 times, I think, or in good field position to begin. They need to take advantage of it.
1st down and 10 on the 35. There's 3:50 still remaining here in the 1st quarter of play. So out once again is Jake Cummings. 2 unsuccessful drives as far as the points go for his team. Harvey in motion. They hand it off to him as he cuts across the line of scrimmage and gains about 2 yards. It'll be a 2nd down and 8 situation. And see what they do here. Still a lot of passing and all between these 2 squads, but you knew with the good running game of both of these 2 teams that we may not see too much passing so far, but you're commenting that both quarterbacks in the warm-up look like they could zing it pretty well as well, so that's something they could pull out of their back pockets. We'll see. Straight up the middle, powering forward. He looks to be just a half yard short of the 1st down, though. It's going to be a 3rd down and short if they don't give him the spot. So it is short. 3rd down and 1 with 2:44 and counting remaining in the 1st quarter of play.
No surprise there hasn't been as much passing. Maybe they just want to get the run established. There's a quarterback sneak. And
worked to perfection that time. He gets extra yardage as he's up to the 20-yard line. Go ahead.
Kind of caught him by surprise. I think they went on a quick count there, and he looked pretty good running. That's, QB was looked pretty quick. They might try to run him some more.
Charging towards the end zone once again are the Bears. We'll have it 1st down and 10, just shy of the 20-yard line. Jake Cummings, the senior QB for this Bears squad, trying to lead his team down the field once again. They hand it off after the fake to the deep back. That was Austin Wood. They decided once again just to go straight down Broadway. It's Carlton Williams who took it for a gain of about 4 yards. 2nd down and 7.
It's a nice quick hitter. They just look at what a guard was pulling. It's a trap play. Guard pulls to his right and blocked out, and the running back just cuts right off that block and made a nice run.
Time winding down, 1:34 remaining. Berkley trying to punch it in before stoppage of play. Little option there, pitches to the backfield, looking to cut forward. Ends up gaining a little bit. Mike Bunderwich was the ball carrier that time. Probably got just right back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard over. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 6.
That wasn't quite the way the coach draws it up. The quarterback had a guy all over him, and he was lucky he didn't fumble there and throw a bad pitch.
And in motion to the left, they fake it to him. Just up the middle, cutting towards the end zone, and gliding in is Austin Wood. Touchdown, Berkley Bears. They capitalize on their 3rd possession. 6-0 with 49.6 seconds remaining in the 1st quarter. You get a look at Austin Wood trotting to the sideline. Comes our first extra point attempt. Drawing back here is Eric Braun. The senior kicker stands 5 feet tall, 150 pounds, slides it straight through the uprights. So it's a 7-0 lead for the Berkley Bears. What did you think about that try?
Well, that was an excellent play there. We're going to take a look at it again. It was an inside reverse. If you see right there, 20 comes from the left slot, comes inside. It was a huge hole. He went in untouched.
So the running game has been the constant for both of these squads here today. Avondale will look for a good return. Going back for them is Jalen Sanders. As you get a look at Avondale coach talking to Taroka Battle on the sideline. Antoine will kick it away for the Bears. Squamack, the other man deep for Avondale, alongside Jalen Sanders.
Uh-oh.
It's a short kick. It's taken up across the 45-yard line. I don't think he meant
to be.
that.
It appeared to. It looked like an onside kick, but I think he meant to make it kind of a squib kick and get past that front line. But he kicked it too low and too soft, and it went right into the guy's belly in the front line. And excellent field position for Avondale, which I'm sure Coach Sikora was not looking to give them right now.
So ball up to the 47-yard line as the Yellow Jackets will try it out there again under the leadership of James Travis, the junior quarterback. 3 receivers to the far side as looked like another option play. Just takes it out to the left and gains positive yardage. In fact, he got 3 or 4 as he looks to be just inside Bears territory. And it looks like they're going to mark him short. In fact, maybe his knee came down at the 49. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Jane shows some good quickness there on running off the left side.
See if they get another play in 17 ticks remaining on the running clock here in the first quarter. Now they send trips to the near side. 9 seconds left. In the shotgun, looks downfield. It's tipped, nearly intercepted. There's a flag down. Going up to trying to get that ball was Nolan Given, wide receiver / defensive back. We'll see what the flag is. Clock is stopped at 2 seconds even.
Yeah, he's trying to throw a slant on the left side there, is wide out, but Nolan Given is 6'3". When he jumped up. He was 8 feet high. That ball, it wasn't necessarily thrown too low. That guy just jumped up and made a nice block of it.
Well, the penalty was a chop block.
While we have a break in the action, we want to congratulate the Avondale.
They're discussing where they want the ball right now. That's with the delay from the officials. It's going to go all the way back to the 34-yard line. So
for the second time now, Avondale's trying to break through midfield, but they've hurt themselves with penalties 2 times now.
Last time it was after they had gained a first down on 3rd down. Wasn't this far back, but still hurt them quite a bit. So 2nd down and long to end the quarter. Looking for a slant maybe, but the receiver never turned around. That was Bobby Poor. And
looks like Poor was going to run a seam, up the seam, and then and it looked like he was going to be open further down the field, but James threw it much sooner, and there was a defensive man there, and I think he should have shown a little more patience, and Poor would have come open down the field.
That's the end of the first quarter. Our score, Bears 7, Yellow Jackets nothing. You're watching CMNTV. Welcome back to Avondale High School. We're just about ready to start this second quarter of play. Brian, your thoughts on that first quarter?
Well, both teams tried to get the run established. They were neither team tried to pass much. Defenses did a good job.
Back to pass in the first play from scrimmage here in the second quarter. Looking to air it out. Has a man down there. It's through his hands. That's 7, Tyler Groves, who was the intended receiver. He's also the backup quarterback. Let's take a look at that play.
You see here, I think he waited a little too long to throw it, because number 7 is behind the DBs. Just a little short on the throw by Janes. That number 4, Bobby Fame, Demir Fame on.
So it brings up a 4th down and long. We'll have to punt it away once again to Larry Alexander. High punt, it's winding, and it's gonna sneak in play. Good bounce. Just short of the 25-yard line, and that's where the Bears will take over. That's the only good thing about punting away is the bounce they just got.
Yeah, Larry Alexander for Berkley's got to come up and catch that short punt on fair catch it if he has to, because he's done that twice now, and he's lost about 15 yards for the Bears. So he needs to move up a little and come up and try to make a fair catch.
So ball just shy of the 25, in between the 25 and the 26, and that's where the Bears will take over. Well, like we said, these matchup between these two squads have been close the last 5 years or so. 2013 was a 34-31 win for Berkley. 2012 a 23-21 win for Berkley as well. 24-21 loss in 11. Pick that up after this play is to have another successful drive. Already up 7-0 here in the second quarter. Little screenplay bottled up very quickly. It's in the hands of Michael Harvey, blowing up the play, and in there first, I believe, was Bobby Poor.
Yeah, it's just a quick pass. It's almost like a long handoff there. It's just trying to get outside the defense, get some running room. But again, Avondale does an excellent job of pursuing and getting out there and quickly to keep it to a short gain.
2nd down and 9. See what the Bears decide to do here. Man in motion behind, that is Berdowich.
That play looked familiar and went all the way for a touchdown last time they ran it.
Michael Harvey took that. The touchdown was scored by Austin Wood. He kind of just cruised into the end zone right down the middle with the run. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5. Just underway here in the second quarter of play, just a minute in. Thank you for tuning in on CMNTV. Jeremy alongside Brian Clark to bring you the call here today. Beautiful night for football. The lights are on. Another handoff up the middle. They're stopped short. Maybe not. It will depend on the spot. And they do, in fact, stop the clock for the movement of the chain. So it's going to be 1st down and 10. Just got it.
Didn't look like he was going to get there, did it? He dragged those guys another 2 yards.
We've seen a lot of runs by both squads so far in this game that, like you said, looked like he was going to be short. There it's been Holloman or Wood on the other side for the Bears, or Michael Harvey. They've gotten the extra yardage. Time of possession in this game has definitely been in favor of the Berkley Bears. Avondale has had a few quick possessions. Just a handoff once again. Harvey looking for some space. Has it on the near sideline, up across the 40, and finally wrestled down to the turf by Quentin Hawkins. Sorry, that was Carlton Williams on the carry. The junior running back slash linebacker, 5'11", 195, but what a run by number 8. As we take a second look.
There, it's just a quick hitter, and he breaks a tackle. That's how he's a strong guy at 195. And he's got plenty of speed to the outside, but what did it for him was he broke that first tackle right by the defensive lineman.
And you know what? Oh boy, this is coming back. I was about to say good ball control as well by him as he sprinted through the line of scrimmage. Looked like they were going for the ball where the Yellow Jackets, but it's all for nothing once again. Boy, if penalties stop drives just like that right when they were developing. Avondale has had 2 of them. One that prevented a 1st down. Now the Berkley Bears pick up one, and it's a 1st down, but it's a 1st down and 5 instead. They're backed up all the way back in their own territory at the 40-yard line. Handoff Whoa, he has it on the far sideline. Everybody faked out there, including me and some of the fans, as he carried it for a first down and about 15 plus.
That was a great fake. He looks like he see him ride with him a little bit. He takes the ball and he puts it in the pocket and pulls it out at the last second. And like you said, Jeremy, I lost it for a second there. I didn't know where he was. But a nice run by the QB.
So Cummings scampers all the way back into Yellow Jacket territory. That's really what you needed if you're the Bears after that big penalty. So they will set up shop at about the 43-yard line. Bears looking for more. They're already up 7-0 with 8:50 still remaining here in the half. Flags down pre-snap now.
Looks like they took too much time. Delay a game.
It's going to bring them back to the 48. So to be a first down and 15 now. So again, Cummings under center. Man in motion to the left, that's Harvey, as they just take it up the middle. Some more big yardage as he's up across the 30 to the 25. Chugging deeper into Yellow Jacket territory. And all of a sudden the Bears.
See it again, it's the inside reverse. Maybe a tackle trap, the tackle pulls. Austin Woods just liking that play when he hears that called by the coach. Finding a lot of running room on that one. He made a nice gainer.
So here they come again. Yellow Jackets trying to make a stop. This Bears defense looks very efficient though. Straight up the middle, why not? Just shy of the first down, probably by about 2 yards. Or not, I'm sorry. He's going to be stopped about 6 yards short. Second down and about 6 coming up. I was looking at the end of the pile. I guess there is.
Pick up the ball. Pick up 4 yards on the play for the Bears. Going to bring up a 2nd and 6 now.
We'll see what the Bears draw up now. But the yardage on first down for both of these offenses on the ground have been very good. Always makes your offense a little bit more confident when you can get it right off the bat. As looks like they have some more first down yardage there up across the 20 to the 18-yard line. Clock is stopped as they will move the chains. It stopped at 7:28 remaining here in the first half of play.
It's a big series for the Avondale defense. They don't want to give up another touchdown here and fall back behind 2 scores.
The Bears want to talk this over, and you talk about Avondale's defense. They really haven't given up many points this season. If you take away the Farmington game on September 12th at Farmington, it was a 35-0 loss. But besides that, Redfern Union only scored 8, Hazel Park only scored 6, and Southfield Lathrop only scored 10. So this is probably not something this Yellow Jacket defense is quite used to, scoring often here by the Bears, or at least the efficient offense here by Berkley.
Berkley's got a good offense. They won 42-0 over Hazel Park last week. And they're showing a lot of improvement over last year. Last year they were 3-6 in Coach Sikora's first year. This is his second year and they're 4-0. So there's some great improvement being made.
So again, first down and 10 with 7:28 remaining here in the half. Bears trying to go up 2 scores. Looking to send some pressure as the Avondale defense. They're on their toes as, again, a run up the middle by Williams. Carlton Williams, a junior running back. He received the ball on the fake earlier on in this drive. What a well-executed fake it was. Second down and 8, the situation. Heads of the Avondale defense spinning right now. Need to make a stop. One man in motion. They hand it off to him. Trying to spin around. There was Michael Harvey. He's been the man in motion more than often for this Bears offense. He gains about a yard and a half. It's going to bring up second down and a long 5.
Chase Lala made a nice play there, number 33. Put a hard hit on the running back. Took him down for a short gain.
Lala, a running back himself when he's on the offensive side of the ball. Received the ball once in this game, but his offense hasn't been out there for a long time, it seems. So third down and 5 coming up. It's a big stop if the Yellow Jackets can find one here. Under center once again is Cummings. Looks for a screen to the right. He has it complete to Given, but he dropped it. Well, if he would have bounced to the outside, he definitely had enough for the first down, may have even gotten himself a touchdown, but that'll bring up fourth down, and looks like they'll bring in the kicking unit. So this is our first field goal attempt of the game to hold is Domzalski. It's up, it is short, no good. So Brian, just as the Yellow Jacket defense was struggling to make a stop down the field, they're able to force a field goal by the Bears, and that could swing your confidence right now.
Yeah, it could maybe get some momentum. Now the offense needs to step up. The defense did a fantastic job there of stopping Berkley in close in the red zone. Now the Berkley Avondale offense needs to give the defense a little rest. Try to move the ball with some regularity here a little bit.
Thank you for tuning in here today on CMNTV. Jeremy alongside Brian Clark to bring the call up here in the booth at Avondale High School. Again, this offense is featured behind Josh Holloman. He is a two-time state champion, not in football, but hold on, what's going on right now? Was it roughing the kicker at the last moment call? There it is. Wow, Berkley is going to have a first down and goal. They're at the 9-yard line. That just came out of nowhere. Up the middle with the run, trying to push the pile. He's about a couple yards short of the end zone. I didn't even see that developing out of it. I was looking down at my notes and I think, I'm getting ready for the Avondale offense to come back out, but they never did. As you get a look at the run there by Carlton Williams. He was able to push.
He made an extra effort
there
and kept his feet going and moving and pushed forward for 5 yards.
Here they come again. They kept it in the hands of Cummings that time. He still short of the end zone though. So third down and goal coming up. Do you go with the sneak once again? Up against your end zone. Just over the 1, we'll see what this Bears offense wants to do.
He looks like he might. You were right, Jeremy.
And it looks like they stopped him. Ball popped loose, but then was after he was down. It looks like the man in there for the stop was Danny Vincent. And the indication is that he's short. Wow, fourth down.
The push was not enough by the Bears, so set the wall from the Avondale.
So Avondale, after committing the roughing the kicker penalty, now trying to stop them.
It looked like there was a little room there. The middle linebacker was back a ways, and it appeared to be that there was going to be some room, but he probably was. The linebacker moved up at the last instant, maybe even to kind of goad the quarterback into trying that sneak, and then moved up and was right there to make the play.
So a big play here. Fourth down and goal. They hand it off up the middle. No, it's to the right again. They did it again. Jake Cummings takes it to the near corner of the end zone, and the Bears have a 2-touchdown lead, 13-zip. Wow. This offense is something. stunning the Avondale fans here on their own home turf. So the extra point will be taken again by Eric Brown. He's 1 for 1 today. Our holder is Domzalski. You see him in the right corner of your screen. The snap is money. The hold is money. The kick is good as well. 14-0 is the Berkley Bears lead as we'll get another peek
Jeremy,
at the
they fake the plunge right up the middle that they've been running so often. The end there for Avondale totally collapsed, and there was nothing but open space for the QB to make it in there untouched.
And that faked out our cameraman. I'm glad I'm not the only one up here. What an efficient offense that the Berkley Bears have been running so far. 3:54 still left to play here in the second quarter. Avondale needs a score to say the least. Their offenses seem like they've not been out there in ages. As Eric Braun will do it again here in the kickoff game. Ideal screen there is number 7. Here, Avondale, you look for a good return as well. Trying to set up your offense. Driving forward is Braun. It's a short one. Taken out at about the 30-yard line, and the fair catch is called for by Bobby Poor, and that's where Avondale will take over.
I really don't understand that pooch kickoff there, unless they're giving the ball to Avondale on 30-yard line, just like that, no problem.
There's a look at some of the cheerleaders here on the sidelines. They're very hard workers throughout the year as well. So 1st down and 10. We'll see what the Yellow Jackets can do with this drive. James Travis is out there. The lone back is Chase. Pair of receivers to the left and right as he looks downfield. Runs out of time, scrambles out quite nicely. He has some real estate up to the 50-yard line into Berkley Bears territory. Just what the doctor ordered for Avondale. Making the tackle was Sobolev. It's a big play, though, for Avondale. Here it is.
James showed what kind of an athlete he is. He's also a fine baseball player. Here he's looking, and he can't find anyone, and makes an excellent cut here to his left. Avoids really 3 guys. Showing some speed and making a big gainer that their offense really needs to get going.
Archambault was close to bringing Travis down at or just before the line of scrimmage. Anyway, 1st down and 10. Handed off to Lala. He's got good 1st down yardage up to the 40-yard line, and well, they have plenty of time to punch one in. 3:12 remaining here in the second quarter. As we welcome you up to the booth here, Jeremy Otto alongside Brian Clark to bring you the call here today. It's been a pretty good game. It's a breakout game, really, for the Bears running game. So 2nd down and 3. Avondale fans getting into it a little bit more. They were quite silent for the 1st and 2nd. A pump fake does send it to the left side. It's complete. A cut at the 20-yard line, and he's inside the 5. Jalen Sanders able to haul that one in.
See a flag down.
It's all the way back at the 38-yard line.
Wow, they're bringing it back, Jeremy.
Wow.
It's a shame. Look at this. It's a beautiful pattern. It's a little post and then a fake post into the corner. An excellent pass and catch. I don't know where that's been all the first half. Actually almost fumbled there and before he was down, but it's going to be called back anyway.
And the coverage was Harvey and Williams, but a no point. Boy, these penalties have haunted the Avondale Yellow Jackets so far in this game. The Bears have had some too, but they've been able to capitalize on those drives. It's 14-0 in favor of Berkley. So 2nd down and 8. Ball is all the way back at the 46-yard line. They'll try it again.
That's a killer there with only 2.5 minutes left. And they were right there inside the 5 with that big play. Unfortunately, it was called back, and they still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to try to get on the board here in the first half.
Well, Berkley looking to make the playoffs for the first time in 2010. At the very minimum to make the MHSA playoffs, you have to have 5 wins. 6 wins will guarantee you a spot, and obviously anything after that is an extra bonus. But if you have 5 wins going into the last week, or if you have 4 and looking for 5, you have to have a very good schedule, because it goes by strength of schedule as far as the playoff points goes in the Michigan High School Athletic Association. But Berkley, 4-0, you can't get much better than that.
That's right.
That playoff run they had in 2010, they compiled a 9-2 record. They made it in back-to-back years in 2010 and 2009. 2009, they only played 1 game. They were 6-4. Big play here for Avondale. 2nd down and 8 after the penalty. It's a handoff. And getting a few is Holloman. We haven't really been able to see Holloman so much in this game just because the Yellow Jackets haven't been out there on offense all that much.
Yeah, that. You're right, Jeremy. I mean, they haven't had the ball much, and then when they have had it, he really hasn't been able to, maybe one play, other than one play, get much of an opening so he can get started and show his ability.
3rd down and 5, 1:57 left on the clock here in the first half. Snap is low. It's an easy adjustment, though. Straight down the field. A good haul in there once again. He's breaking tackles up across the 25-yard line. Jalen Saunders able to haul in another one. Well, he was one of the guys we highlighted on the roster coming into this game, and for good reason.
See, it's a deep slant. He holds it a little longer, and 81 gets down the field. Wasn't a short slant, and the 81 showed excellent hands. He caught that, didn't let it get into his body and maybe come off, bounce off of his shoulder pads. He caught it right with his hands.
And there you see a few shots of the crowd as well, as a run by Lala right off the first down conversion. Gains 2, 2nd down and 8. 1:15 left in the winding clock. You're in quarter number 2. Boy, would a score be huge before to the end of the half here for the Yellow Jackets. They're in the shotgun. Looking across the far side, that's incomplete. Maybe a little miscommunication with the play, as the receiver, intended receiver, was Chris Wymack. He was about 3 or 4 yards away from that ball.
Yeah, either he was, they were on the same page there. The receiver really hadn't made a move. He was just sprinting down the sideline. The quarterback thought he was maybe going to run an out pattern and threw it about 10 yards behind him.
So 1:01, plenty of time here. If you're the Yellow Jackets, you probably want to pick up this first down, maybe work the sidelines with a pass. Give your team plenty of time to punch it in as you get towards the red zone. 3rd down and 7, back to pass again. A slant to a pass to the left into the hands of Bobby Poor. That was a nice little pass and reception to Poor as we take a second look.
That's that little swing pass they've been throwing. It's like a quick screen. It's not really a screen. It's just a quick swing pass to Bobby Poor, and the key there is making one man miss, and once you do that, then you've got some running room.
So 1st and goal, ball spotted at the 9-yard line. Officials trot in and want to talk things over right now. The clock is stopped at a minute. That could be the issue. I don't think just a second wound down that time. So the whole crew will discuss what they want. And that's likely going to be relayed to the sideline, and they're going to relay it up to the booth now. They probably have at least 55, 56 seconds to work with. If you're the Avondale Yellow Jackets sideline here. And they're going to wind it down. The clock, that is, to 54.5. So it's the time separating us from halftime. Avondale looking for a score right now. Hand it off, up the middle, breaking free, and they've split the difference. Chase Lala able to break the tackles. It's 14-6 with 51.3 seconds left here in the first half.
Well, that is big for the Yellow Jackets to get on the board the first half and not be 14 down going into the third quarter.
Cheerleaders are excited. The sideline is excited. And they'll look to bank on the extra point as well. Alex Hedrick into attempted. It is a line driver and it's good. Tyler Gross was your holder on that play for Avondale.
Jeremy, take a look at the explosiveness of Lala on this one. He just accelerates and shows his speed and virtually untouched, making it into the end zone.
Something else to note there, right at the line of scrimmage as Lala was bending to the middle. Allman, who's the other back, who's the back committed to Cincinnati, made a nice block as well, kind of pushed him to the side.
Right.
So, just like that, if you're Avondale, you gotta feel that you won that drive big time. I mean, there was the point at the middle of that second quarter where like, uh-oh, the Bears have a 14-0 lead, and the Yellow Jackets haven't been out there hardly at all on offense. Now you split the difference. It's a 14-7 game, and
yeah, that was the first time Avondale's mixed it up a little more. They threw in some more passes, and maybe we're going to see more of that in the second half.
winding kick taken behind the 10-yard line. Again, that's Larry Alexander, bottled up pretty quickly up across the 25-yard line. Looked like it was 44 Colby Tuck, the senior linebacker, in there first. So we'll have a first down and 10 situation. It'll be interesting to see if the Bears just kind of want to run down the clock and go into the second half up 7 and be happy with that, or if they want to try to crank off a couple big plays and get down the field. What would you do?
I think I'd be happy with a 14-7 lead, and it probably looks like they're just going to take a knee here, or else run right up the middle like they have many times tonight.
They do.
No, they went back to their favorite play, that inside trap.
And that has worked for 2 big plays. One was a touchdown, another by Austin Woods, and another big play right down the field. They've also had some fakes. One that went into the hands of Jake Cummings, the quarterback, and the other one by Carlton Williams, who had the big gainer on the far side of the field. So they take time out with 28.8 left. You're in the second quarter of a 14-7 lead for the team with the ball. We've been treated to a pretty good game thus far. The penalties have been a factor, especially for Avondale. It's taken them back on some drives where they had already gained first downs or were close to them. And sometimes recovering from those is not too easy. They are able to score 7, which honestly is a big positive, as I mean, I've been saying it a lot, but they just haven't had the ball all too much. So Cummings once again under center. They look for something, they didn't get much. Avondale right there. It'll bring up a 3rd down, and the clock's still winding at 24 seconds. It's going to be about a 3rd down and a long 3 situation. There's a look. 15 seconds remaining. One more play if they even decide to run one. They do. And winding out the time is Max Sobolev, the senior running back. So that ends the first half of play. Brian, your thoughts?
Well, it's an interesting game. I think like you said, for a minute there, Berkley had it well in hand, and then finally Avondale made something happen there on their last drive, and now we've got a close ball game.
So 14-7 is the Berkley Bears lead here at halftime. We'll step aside for halftime. You're watching CMNTV.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Next up, a classic tune, one of Elton John's most memorable hits, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
I'm Shannon, and I'm taking the PCS course so I can learn how to produce a TV series and also improve my editing skills.
Hi, I'm Eunice, and I'm taking this class to learn how to produce a TV show.
And I'm Scott, and I'm required to disclose that I'm taking this course to fulfill the public service requirement of my criminal probation.
Hi, I'm Travis. I'm taking a PCS class to learn about video production.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and I'm taking the PCS class to improve my video and editing skills and have fun.
Hi, my name is Curtis. I'm taking this PCS course to learn how to make and produce public service announcements.
Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm taking this class to start my own show.
Hello, I'm Deatra, and I'm taking a PCS course to be more knowledgeable in my video editing.
Hi, I'm Carl, and I'm taking the PCS class to learn how to produce TV shows.
We are CMNTV.
A 14-7 lead for the Berkley Bears as we head into the second half of play. Jeremiano back alongside Brian Clark for this second half. Brian, what are your thoughts, maybe some keys to the second half for both teams?
Well, I think that Avondale struggled the whole half until the last 4 minutes when they started to mix it up with passing the ball. The Bears had done a good job of containing Holloman to some extent. So I think Avondale's ought to try to get the ball into the hands of Jalen Saunders and Chris Womack, their wide receivers, more. And then that might allow more room for Holloman to get some big runs off.
You speak of number 81, Jalen Sanders. He had 2 outstanding catches in the second quarter. One was taken back because of the penalty. The other one was completed to kind of get them into the red zone and start to complete that scoring drive that they were going to put 7 on the board and make it a 14-7 score, what it is right now. But penalties have been a problem for the Avondale offense, and it's kind of halted them at some points, hasn't it?
Yeah, they've shot themselves in the foot a few times when they were in the first half. They just couldn't get any continuity in their offense. But
again, Jeremy Otto alongside Brian Clark here to bring you the call here today as you get a look at the Avondale huddle. They look to have a better offensive second half, I guess you could say. Have the ball a little bit more as you get a look at some of the band members as well on the near sideline.
It gives me great pleasure to let you know that in the bottom of the 4th inning, our Tigers are leading the Twins 1-0.
So Avondale's going to receive the kickoff here, so it's got them a chance to keep that momentum going that they finished off the first half with. Like I said before, I'm really interested to see if they keep starting to pass it more and mix it up some.
Good news over the public address system here at Avondale. The Tigers are winning and the Royals are losing, and if that combination stays, it would mean the Tigers clinch the division tonight. So we'll keep a eye on that as well. But kicking it off is number 7, Eric Brown. Braun sees Saunders and Womack back deep. Fair caught at the 30-yard line by Bobby Poor, and that's where the Yellow Jackets will take over first down and 10.
Well, that's good field position again if you're a quarterback like I was. Anytime you start beyond the 20, that's all gravy. So get it on the 30, you feel good. You can pass the ball and open it up if you want. Pretty much run any play you want to run from this part of the field.
So back out there is James Travis, the junior quarterback. Will line up in the shotgun from the first play from scrimmage here in the second half. There is the aforementioned Holloman. He doesn't gain much, maybe a yard. Second down and 9.
Josh Holloman on the opening period of the second half.
I mean, whenever you can contain a running back like him, that's a good thing.
Yeah, Holloman's got to be getting a little frustrated. He just can't seem to get, the Berkley defense is bottling them up. There's just nowhere to run there.
Gave him an extra yard. It looks like second down and 8. Just underway here in the third quarter. One receiver to each side of Travis. Hands it off once again. Cutting up the middle. And Holloman, or excuse me, Chase Lala had that one. Is about 3 yards short of a first down. 3rd down and 3 coming up. As they dive to about the 38-yard line. So no huddle has been the consistent style for both of these teams ever since the first snap. Just the way that they like to do things. Keeper. Up the middle he fell, up across the 40-yard line to about the 41. And he is going to be 1 yard short of a first down, so it'll be 4th and 1, and it looks like the offense will stay out there. We'll see if he keeps it again.
This is a big risk if they don't make it.
From the eye, just with the dive that time, the push appears to be enough from where the official is standing. Maybe. And it is. So the Yellow Jackets take a gamble, roll the dice, and go out there 4th down in less than a yard and convert. Thanks to a couple keepers by James Travis. Once again, lines up in the shotgun. Looking towards the sideline into the hands of Saunders. Breaks some more tackles up across the 50 to the 45. Finally brought down by Austin Wood after gaining 4 more yards past the first down mark.
Well, that's what I was talking about, Jeremy, getting the ball in the hands of 81. That was a quick out, nice pass. But what's really making the play is the running ability of Saunders. But he makes 2 guys miss. Dodges another one for a big gain.
Pressure, and he is sacked down. Huge loss there. Big number 85 coming down on him. That's Jake Bills. Stands 6'4", 245 pounds. The senior blows up that play. 2nd down and long.
Well, that's not a feeling the quarterback enjoys, Jeremy.
Not at all.
Getting slammed pancake like that by a guy that weighs 245.
I'm going to take your word for that. Never experienced it. Don't think I ever will. That's why I'm up here. So Travis has trips to the far side, as you see. He looks to that far side of the field and just overthrows Jalen Sanders again. And we'll get a look at the play before that one.
Oh, where the 85 just gets around 67. Jake Bills just did a heck of a pass rush move and got around his man and put a crushing hit on the QB.
So it brings up 3rd down and 18. Sure, they'll be looking to pass. The man on the far side is Chris Womack. We've seen him a couple times. The receiving end of Travis's pass, and Saunders is on the near side of your screen. The receivers are Poor and the running back Lala on the right. Pump fake. Again, he looks to the left, and that's going to be pass interference. Chris Womack was looking to break out on the near sideline. I believe it was 13 Nolan Given who stopped him. And
that was a stop and go route, Jeremy. He went about 10 yards, stopped, and then proceeded to burst up the field. And the DB knew he was beat. He just grabbed on for dear life. He knew he was beat for a touchdown.
So now they just got to figure out where they're going to place the football.
Just watching the receivers from Avondale, I just have a feeling they can move the ball through the air if they'll just stick with the mixing it up and not just try to run it every play.
So unlike higher levels of football, It's 15 yards from the spot where the ball was snapped. So it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Up the middle from the eye, powering forward is Lala, and he's able to gain another Yellow Jacket 1st down. Well, here's the offense we were looking for, the efficiency that we saw by the Bears. This is a 3-minute and 30-second drive so far and counting to start this second half of play. As you see, it's a 14-7 lead for the Berkley Bears. It was once 14-0 before the strike by the Yellow Jackets quite late in the second quarter. Again, they want the shotgun. A couple receivers to the left and right. He swings out a little pass to the right. That was Bobby Poor on the screen.
Yeah, just a quick pass and the hitting on the receiver before he even really makes a move. He just kind of goes sideways, actually, but you've got to get that pass up in his chest. He had to go down to his knee to make the catch, so he was down and lost a few yards.
It'll be about a 2nd down and 13. Ball just in front of the 35-yard line, and about the 36. Travis trying to lead his team down the field. To the corner, nearly picked off. Leaping up and trying to make a bid for the interception was numero uno Larry Alexander, and he nearly did it. The intended receiver was, guess who? Jalen Saunders in the left corner of the end zone, but this little underthrown there by Travis. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right, Jeremy. I think he had him open. See there, you get a good look at it, but he was behind the DB. It was just an underthrow by Travis James.
So this brings up a 3rd down. Yellow Jackets trying to establish their offense here in the second half. Deep drop back. And it's intercepted at the 40-yard line. It looked like Travis was just trying to get rid of it. But unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, it was straight into the hands, I believe, of Austin Wood.
What it is, it's setting up a screen pass here. You see the offensive line going down the field to block, but that lone defensive lineman, Travis James, didn't see him, came out of nowhere and made the interception.
7:16 still remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10 is the situation. Ball spotted at the 40-yard line. Berkley Bears out there for the first time on offense here in the 3rd quarter. Under center once again is Cummings. Has one man in motion, just sends it up top with the run. James got the carry there for Berkley. It's a gain of about 1, 2nd down and 8.
Well, Berkley's going back to the way they started the game, just doing the quick hitters right over the guard. They want to establish that first and then maybe try to get outside later.
So here comes Cummings once again. Looks like at about a 2nd down and 7. That's Harvey again in motion. Doesn't receive the ball, and a good defensive stop once again by Avondale. Back behind.
Well, that was that inside reverse again, tackle trap. And I think Coach Deutsch and his staff went over it at halftime because look at this. They knocked this. They penetrated it and there was nowhere to go for that on that one.
It was Tony Besho in there first for the Yellow Jackets. So 3rd down and 10. Don't think we've seen a 3-and-out yet by the Bears in this game. Avondale would love if they could see that here. Cummings back to pass across the middle. He has a man to the right, looking to gain some extra. to the 30, now to the 20-yard line, and edging all the way to the 10. That's Nolan Given, who makes a huge play inside Yellow Jackets territory big time. As we'll get a look at it, Cummings.
It's just a hitch pass, about a 7-yard hitch, and it'll make the tackle. He breaks about 3 or 4 tackles there, and that's just Avondale missing some tackles, and 13 making an excellent, Nolan Gavin making a great play out of it.
Kevin Kroski with the touchdown saving tackle there for the Yellow Jackets. Here come the Bears knocking on the door for the 3rd time in this game, already up 14-7. Keeping it once again is Cummings. Gaining extra yardage again is Cummings. He's done a nice job.
Yeah, some good ball handling there. You can't really tell who's got it. And it's a little misdirection, and I think it fooled Avondale a little bit there too, trying to find the QB.
5:06 reads the running clock here in quarter number 3. Can Avondale make a red line stance? That's a good start. Brings up 3rd down. Credit the tackle to 43.
Yeah, you just can't run that when you let the defensive line penetrate like that. It's not the way Coach Sikora wrote it up for the Berkley Bears on the blackboard.
And it was Ginther, the junior, who made the stop. So big 3rd down now coming up. Both of these offenses tested with a possible scoring threat here to begin the 3rd quarter. And we have a timeout. Berkley wants to talk it over. Like we mentioned earlier, Berkley out to a 4-0 start for only the 5th time in school history. And like we said, when you start talking about playoffs, it's usually not in week 5, but in their case, they have another win. They already have a chance to make it at 5-0 if they able to win this game, and you're guaranteed with 6.
Head coach Chris Sikora of the Berkley Bears done an excellent job here in his 2nd year. The first year they did go 3-6, but they've shown some obvious improvement going 4-0, and you can see why tonight they've got a diversified offense and a pretty strong defense.
Both the Yellow Jackets and the Bears both participate in the Oakland Activities Division, or Blue Division. Coming into this game, there was a 3-way tie for 1st place in that Blue Division between Birmingham Groves, Farmington, and Avondale. All 3-0 within the league. This is a big game for standings as well. Clock stopped at 4:02 remaining here in the 3rd. It's a 14-7 lead for the Bears. Maybe more coming here. They send a man in motion to the right. Cummings kept it. Nothing. Nada, says the Yellow Jackets defense. They make a huge stop. Brings up 4th down, and now let's see what Berkley does.
Well, watch the great job that number 33 does for Avondale. That's Chase Lala again, disrupting that play and wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, Lala does a nice job carrying the ball. He also does a nice job of defending the run. So they will attempt the field goal. Bears missed one of these earlier in the game. The snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick sails, and it is no good to the right, just to the right of the near post. So maybe that's a big swing play for Avondale. Again, Berkley driving back into the red zone of the Yellow Jackets, and they're able to stop them across the goal line with 3:12 remaining here in a 14-7 game in the 3rd quarter. Thank you for tuning in this Saturday as you're watching CMNTV. Jeremy out alongside Brian Clark to bringing the call from Avondale High School. Just a beautiful day for football, beautiful night. I'm thinking day because I just came from calling a soccer game. It was a beautiful day there.
Yes.
But
it's a beautiful day for me up at homecoming today at Michigan State. I watched the first half before I had to get back here for this game. Spartans put on quite a show, and we've got a good turnout here of fans tonight on a Saturday night. Really supporting the Yellow Jackets of Avondale.
As we welcome you up into our broadcast position up here in the booth at Avondale, we've been treated to a good game, and we kind of knew, as we said in our open, that it would be a good game between these two squads, as historically the last 4 or 5 years it's been very close, within a touchdown or less, and so far it's stayed up until that liking.
Avondale starting to spread out their offense quite a bit more.
Keeper. And in there to make the stop is 66 Simon McCaffey. He made sure that Travis wasn't going anywhere. 2nd down and 10.
What I mean by spreading out is just that they're having 3 wideouts instead of in tight. They're having their wide receivers split out wide and opening up the field.
So 2:40 and counting remaining here in quarter number 3. It's a 14-7 lead for the Bears. This offense by Avondale, if they can score, would be huge. Stopping the Bears in the goal line, or in the red zone, I should say. And forcing the missed field goal. Snap is low, recovers well, hits his man in stride. He's across the 40, makes a spin. Bobby Poehler says hello and marches all the way down the field. Woo. The Avondale fans are going crazy. So is the sideline. He trots 80 yards with some pizzazz behind it as well. Take a look.
It's a quick slant. The defense had guys out there, but here the run. Number is that James Prince, number 5, and it's just a fantastic run after the catch.
Yards after catch has been a big part of the Yellow Jacket offense here today. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. Boy, what a huge score. 14-14 with 2:06 left. The M word momentum has shifted over to the side of the Yellow Jackets now.
Well, I love what Avondale's doing in the second half, just like we talked about at the end of the first half when they started to throw it some. They had a lot of success with it. So I think the coaching staff decided to open it up here in the third quarter and keep on passing the ball. See what Berkley does now, if they're gonna maybe try to throw the ball some more.
There's a very important boy about to ask you a very important question. Getting ready to kick off for your Yellow Jackets, number 60, Alex Hendrick.
So Alex Hendrick
Number 1, Larry Alexander.
will kick off. Back deep, the lone man is Larry Alexander.
Deep
Booming kick, yeah. Ooh, bobbled at the 5-yard line. And
Whoa.
High school, as soon as it bounces into the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. But you said, and for good reason, because he bobbled the
a
ball.
little nonchalant there about, like you said, in high school, if it crosses the line, it's a touchback.
But yeah, that one was close to maybe staying in play as well. And if that's the case, you got to watch out for the Yellow Jackets. And if they score, geez. This game switches 360 degrees if it hasn't already.
Big series for Berkley. They need to get. They're backed up here. They got to get it. Get a few first downs and get something going.
2 minutes and 3 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Yellow Jackets look to be bringing some pressure right now. Waiting for Cummings to receive the ball. And the handoff goes for a yard or two. It'll be about 2nd down and 8.
That's just a tough to run against that. I mean, Avondale's stacking the line. Their linebackers are up on the line. There's just not much room in there for anyone to run. Really, they ought to audible and get out of a play like that and try to, instead of running into you're overmatched. There's too many people to block.
Man in motion, they fake it to him, looking downfield now. They have a man if he catches up. Oh, leaping up there to try to make the grab was Austin Wood. Or I take that back, it was Mike Badurowicz who was the intended receiver. Back there on defense was Quentin Hawkins. And there's a sigh of relief for the Yellow Jacket fans as they nearly gave up a big play there.
Yeah,
Third down
that
and
was
7.
a very nice throw by the QB and put it right on the money. Could have made the catch.
So now all of a sudden the Bears struggling a little bit on offense. Wouldn't even have thought of saying that in the first half. Cummings under center, looks to pass again, fakes to his left, looks left again, just try to dump it off into the hands it flies of Given after it was tipped. And that'll bring up a 4th down and about 5. It's a long 5. So they're gonna bring in the punting unit now. Hoping that their defense can make a stop. Only man back deep is Jalen Saunders. He's been money today in the receiving game.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get his hands on the ball here and see if he can make something happen if he's...
The punt is line drive. Takes a bounce at the 35-yard line. Saunders makes 1 miss. Make it 2, 3, 4, up to the 50-yard line. Boy, is he good. 46-yard line is where he's finally taken down before he made 5 or 6 men miss. Look at it again.
Yeah, he's just got good size. He's 6 foot, 185. Very instinctive moves. You see here he eludes several Berkley Bears and he makes a very nice return. Set up the offense here, excellent field position.
Well, we know that Josh Holloman is committed to Cincinnati, but somebody's got to be looking at number 81. He's a senior as well. 2 receivers on each side of Travis. Travis James here, he's in the shotgun. James with the handoff. Got it in the hands of Josh Holloman again, and to bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, it was a draw play. They tried to fake the pass. Had the offensive wideouts, like you said, 2 wideouts on each side. Try to trick the Bears, and again, they're containing Holloman.
Timeout called. Did not see the official signal to either side. I believe it was by Berkley. Well, I'm sorry, that is the end of the 3rd quarter. It wound down pretty quickly. 14-14 is our score. We'll take a break. You're watching CMNTV. Welcome back, everyone, to Avondale. It's a 2nd down and 8 situation here for the Yellow Jackets. 12 minutes set on the clock for the 4th and final quarter. As keeping the ball once again is Travis Janes. Between Janes and Cummings, we've had quite a few keepers so far. As he faked the handoff there to Josh Holloman and just took it for himself. 3rd down and 6. Janes looking for the play call from the sideline. Trips to the near side, as you see in the bottom of your screen. Lone back is Holloman. Looks to throw the screen. Leaning in towards Janes was Saunders. Just couldn't haul it in. It's 4th down.
I thought they might consider going for it. This part of the field's kind of, even though it's 4th and long, I thought maybe they'd take a shot at going for it. Then again, that's easy for me to say when I'm not a coach. And the score is 14-14.
Ooh, nearly got to the punter there. It's going to come short of Alexander by a good amount. He's not even going to attempt to return this. Takes a bounce, falls flat at the 26-yard line, and that's where the Bears will take over. Well, kind of an uncharacteristic drive, at least in this game of the Bears that we saw to start the 3rd quarter, don't you think?
Yeah, they just didn't do much there. They just having trouble moving it now, getting it going.
So 14-14 as you see on our graphic there. 11:09 still left to play in the 4th quarter. Be interesting to see which team takes the reins here. And they send a man in motion. That's Michael Harvey. Up the middle is the run, and nothing going there as the fans get the wave going underneath us. Those are the Yellow Jacket fans. They're having fun. There was a point in that first half where they were pretty silent because their team was not getting
yes.
blown out, but they were almost dominated, it seemed like. It was 14-0. 2nd down and 9, your situation. Cummings with a screen to the right into the hands of Given. Breaks a few, gains 2 yards.
What they do with that kind of pass is try to get it outside quickly. Get some of your good athletes out there one-on-one where they can break a tackle. Here he gives them a stiff arm, runs right over to the first guy, and so that's what they're trying to do, and with those quick throws to the outside.
So a 3rd down and 6. Can the Bears convert? Fakes the handoff to the man in motion. He's in trouble. Just has to deposit the ball right at around the line of scrimmage. Avondale wants a flag for grounding, but it's not going to come.
Well, the Avondale defensive line put on a great pass rush there. They had the QB running for his life. Let's see who gets through there. Number 71, Taroka Battle. Makes a quick move, and then there he is again, 33. Chase Lala all over the field tonight.
4th down, another punt. It's a high one, about as high as the light towers here at Avondale. Takes a bounce and will trickle. I was about to say out of play, but it looked like it hugged the sideline and stayed in play at the 42-yard line. So again, good field position for an Avondale offense has had a little bit of a coming out party between the 2nd and 3rd quarter. And leading into the 4th as well. 10:27 left in this game as you take a peek at the Yellow Jacket huddle. Spearheaded by Steve Deutsch.
Well, this is a good opportunity for the Yellow Jackets. They got good field position. Just 10 minutes left now, and good chance to move the ball and take the lead.
They send trips to the far side.
Uh-oh.
The snap escapes, and just falling at it on the 30-yard line, is Travis James. So that's going to be a loss of 10 plus.
See what happened there. That was a little off to the right, and he tried to grab it with one hand, and might have been better off trying to get in front of it instead of reaching out with just one hand.
Looked like they were about to give the ball to Josh Holloman, or it was a fake, as Holloman acted like he was about to wrap up the ball and run off tackle to the far side. But second down and long. They've been challenged with this a few times in this game. The other times have been due to penalties. Has time to throw. Trying to slide and make that catch was Tyler Gross, could not hang on.
That's too bad. Gross ran a nice in pattern, found an opening in the zone, and Travis James just didn't get it to him. Hit it in the ground.
So third down and 21. The offenses have kind of simmered down a little bit here to start the fourth quarter. That could all change with a big play here on third down by James. Tipped at the line, I believe, by Jake Bills. He made the huge sack earlier on in the game against James.
James is signaling face mask.
There's a flag down. Didn't realize that at first, but it's down at the 25-yard line. Avondale basically just walking over it there as Steve Deutsch communicating something with his senior quarterback, James.
Ooh, that's huge.
So
they called a personal foul. I don't know exactly see what happened there, but what a change in field position.
I wasn't watching James at the end of the play, but maybe roughing the passer.
Could be.
So we really didn't see anything downfield. Anyway, the clock has stopped at 9:29 here in a game that's knotted up at 14s. The ball is being spotted right now at the 47-yard line. Third down reads the down box. Once again, James in the shotgun. Holloman gets the carry. Close to a first down, trying to make that extra push. He may have been a half-yard short, though.
Yeah, I think it's a little short.
As we get a second look, the mark is a whole yard short of the first down. He tried to sell it with an extra shove. They look to hurry up here and get a sneak possibly here by James. There's movement. Flags fly down. Who is the guilty party is the question. I think they just signaled encroachment, if I read that right.
Yeah, legal procedure on Yellow Jackets. Looked like some kind of a false start there by the offensive line and the QB. A little miscommunication.
So that brings up, or that brings out of the equation the run up the middle. It is no longer a manageable fourth down. It's fourth and about 6. So the punting unit in. Alexander camping out at the 15-yard line looking to return. High booming punt once again. He's going to take a bounce out of play at the 31. And that's where the Berkley Bears will take over with just under 9 minutes left on the clock in the fourth quarter.
Yellow Jackets 14 and the Bears 14. This is Jackets football.
So back out there is Jake Cummings and company. Had some big plays Out of this offense, Austin Wood had a touchdown. It was the first of the game. Sobolev and Berdowich have also made a couple of big plays in this contest. So has Harvey. He's in motion. And they go with the rush, blown up fairly quickly. They had it in the hands of double three Max Sobolev that time. He gains 4 yards according to forward progress, 2nd down and 6. Womack will check back in on defense. He's been one of the key receivers as well. Checks into the far sideline right in front of the Bears bench. Number 88.
As you can see, with the no huddle, when they just go right to the line, they have plenty of time to get the play off because they don't huddle. And then they communicate with the sideline to call the play and then run it when clock's running down. Fumble.
Recovered by Cummings. They were looking again to go to Sobolev up the middle. And all of a sudden it's spinning back to the original line of scrimmage to bring up a 3rd down and 10. So Berkeley really looking for their first efficient drive here in the second half. Funny to say that, as that's all they were doing in the first half. Kind of flipped the script between these two offenses. Cummings fakes the pitch, moves out right, in trouble. Far sideline, he has a completion, but brought down well short of the first down. It was into the hands of Nolan Given. That brings up a 4th down and 5. That was a good job,
Great job of Cummings getting rid of the ball. He was running for his life. Who else but Chase Lala was in hot pursuit of Jake Cummings there, and Cummings was able to find a man, still came up short.
Now Berkeley waiting as long as they could to send the punting unit out there. They will in fact punt it away with 6:32 remaining. There was nobody back deep, however, for the Yellow Jackets as that fly is out of play. Boy, that was kind of odd. It almost seemed like Avondale didn't think they were going to punt it away.
Yeah, they were playing it safe, safety defense in case they might have faked it. They're fortunate the bounce didn't go, went their way and didn't bounce down to the inside the 10 or the 20.
Let's take another look at it. The previous
This
play.
is the play where Cummings was running for his life, and nice catch by the receiver.
Making the stop there was Kevin Krosky. Well, Tigers have found themselves down 6-1 now, but the Royals still ahead. So the magic number, if the Tigers would lose today, would be down to 1. They can clinch the division if a win and a loss combination happen. A handoff to Holloman. Spinning off one tackle up across the 40-yard line. And just like that, number 34 gives his team another first down.
One of the few times we've been able to get Holloman. They put Holloman in motion that time and got him to the outside. Here a block by Lala. The man can do it on defense and offense. But one of the few times we've got Holloman some open room tonight.
And that's the second play that we've seen definitively that one running back blocked for the other. That's pretty good to see. And both have been pretty good blocks and have allowed each back to get some extra yardage. Ooh, play blown up. There by 51 for the Berkeley Bears. Well, unfortunately, we don't have his number.
Well, that didn't fool anybody.
It didn't. 2nd down and 14.
Tried a little fake motion there and then the inside run by Lala, but they blew it up. The Berkeley Bears did.
Actually, I believe that was Patrick Flood, number 57, the junior defensive lineman. Into the I formation now. To the deep back, it's Holloman.
There he goes.
Holloman sailing. 40-yard line and short of the 35. Here comes Holloman. We mentioned that he was kind of kept at bay in the first half. He's breaking out a little bit here in the second.
Here he makes a nice move to the outside right here. Got some nice block by number 88. Chris Womack gave him an excellent block out there. That's key to a running game, is the receivers blocking well, and he's really got to see the ability of Holloman on that one.
Michael Harvey, who's been a focal point for the Bears on offense as well, ended up shoving him out of bounds. In the eye again, first down and 10. Bears able to push and bundle up Lala that time. Given in there first. Second down and along 9. Back into the offensive mix is Bobby Poor, the senior wide receiver. Stands 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. 4 minutes and 38 seconds reads the frozen clock here in quarter number 4. We're tied at 14. It was at one point a 14-0 lead for the Bears. It seems so long ago. Deep drop. Near sideline, snagged by Saunders. That ball looked like he was heading out of bounds. He just kind of lifted it back in play. Able to gain 4 more yards after the first down. It's a big play here for the Yellow Jackets as they start to march towards the Bears' end zone.
See here, they roll to the right on this. Actually had a tight end wide open down the middle too, but an excellent throw there by James. And once again, Saunders making a big play for the Yellow Jackets.
One back, that's Holloman. Spins out of it, but he's going to be brought down for a loss in the end. Short of the 30-yard line at about the 31. Big play there by the Bears after a big play by the Yellow Jackets. Rutledge with the tackle to blow that play up.
Oh. Flag down, Jeremy.
Appears to be on the Bears.
I see it that time.
You made sure of it. Some nice hang time on that yellow hanky that goes up in the air. Well, they're still discussing, as you see there. Avondale sideline wondering whether they have some extra yardage to work with here. Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against the Yellow Jackets. Not sure exactly, or excuse me, against the Bears. Not sure exactly what happened on that play, but it's a costly penalty nonetheless.
Yeah, without the microphones that they have in the referees in the college and the pro, we don't find out the offending player. Maybe that's better. Better off that way for the high school kids.
So they're going to move that ball all the way up to the 12-yard line. So penalties have hurt Avondale, especially early in the game. That one might just come back to bite Berkley if the Yellow Jackets can scamper into the end zone once again. They're in a 14-0 run right now. That's why the game is tied at 14 with 3:51 remaining in regulation. I guess we have to say that with a tie game. Holloman, nothing. There first is Austin Wood. He's had a good game both offensively and defensively for this Bears squad. Number 20 who goes both ways. He's listed as a running back, a linebacker, and a kicker as well. 2nd down and 9. So we've seen Avondale make some goal line stances. One in the first, one in the second half. Can the Bears do it here? Yet to be seen. Avondale fans getting into it right now. And really have all throughout this second half. And again, Holloman is stopped behind the line of scrimmage this time. I believe it was Carlton Williams on the stop. Yes, it was. Here he is right now.
Just some breakdowns in the blocking of the offensive line. And it's allowing too much penetration, and they're getting to Holloman and 4 yards deep in the backfield. They can't even get started.
Mike Bertowich also was there. 3rd down and about 13. Clock is moving at 2:26.
I'd say they're in 2-down territory now, unless they want to try a field goal, but see if they go with the pass here.
Offset eye, quarterback under center. And delay a game again called against Avondale. So that moves them even further back. That hurts. 3rd down and 17 now the situation. So now even if you don't convert on 3rd down here, and the ball stays right where it is, it makes it tougher on your kicker. Yeah. Same formation as before the delay of game. Ball comes loose.
Oh boy.
Recovered at the 25-yard line by Holloman. Boy. Lose a few more.
Let's see what happens here. It's just, it looks like, oh, the snap didn't go up and hit him in the hands. It went underneath his hands. Right between, just didn't get the snap up.
Center quarterback kind of almost like the pitcher and the catcher relationship. Timeout called by the Berkley Bears is, well, they're a down away from making a stop depending what the Yellow Jackets do. But again, like I said, it makes it harder on your kicker right now. If they decide to do that, they might not.
Where are they?
They're on the just over the 25-yard line right now. And again,
about a 42-yard field goal from there, wouldn't it?
It'll be interesting to see what the Yellow Jackets do decide. The Bears took the timeout. They're out of it a little bit early. So you get another look at some of the fans in the band as well. There's some of the Avondale students that have shown up. So 4th down and what feels like a mile, they're going to go for it. Travis Janes in the shotgun. Pump fakes, looks right. They're going for it all, nobody there. Over the hands of Larry Alexander. Alexander was closest to the ball and he's on the other sideline. So a turnover on downs. The Bears take it back with 1:28 left and a tie at 14 apiece.
They ran this play earlier, and it's a post corner by the wideout on this side that the quarterback threw it way over his head. If he'd have let him back towards the sideline, I think they could have made a big play there.
So under center again is Jake Cummings. There he is. The first play is successful. It's close to a first down. It looks like they're going to give it to him. They're going to stop the clock, maybe for a measurement here at 1:19. And no, they do in fact call the first down. So they stop the clock, and then they'll wind it as soon as the chains are set. Berkley trying to work down the field and score a game-winning touchdown. Man in motion to the right, that's Harvey. Again, they look for the run, taking that one for a gain of about 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Cummings kept it on again. Clock down to 56 seconds now. Bears not in a whole lot of hurry right now. Again, they look to run it up the gut. Got it into the hands of Michael Harvey, and they call timeout. So with 39.9, they want to talk it over. There's a look at the clock here at Avondale.
Yeah, Jeremy, this is like Berkley's, you know, they're not passing, they're sticking with the run, but I think they're hoping to bust a big run there and you know, get them into down the field into better scoring position before they can start passing maybe. But it just they haven't busted one.
So maybe if you're the Bears here on a 3rd down and short, since you have one more timeout, maybe you run it, get the first down, and then look to pass from there. We'll see what the strategy is, though. Overtime looming if the Bears cannot convert here. This is a team that at one time in the first half held a 14-0 lead. Avondale fans on their feet, making some noise. Under center is Jake Cummings. Man in motion is Harvey. He's got it. Near sideline, up across the 45-yard line, and sneaks out of bounds. It is Mike Butterwich who's able to take it across. Clock is stopped at 31.5 right now. Did not quite get out of bounds. So
it's a reverse here from the slot receiver. Really fooled Avondale. Got out in the around the corner, no problem.
Back to pass. He faces all kinds of pressure. Works out of it across the far sideline, and is just up across the line of scrimmage. Oh boy! Avondale brought the guns to the 45-yard line. There's about 4 or 5 guys chasing him, and he just escaped the pressure. 2nd down and 10. 23.3 ticks remaining. The chant is defense from the fans below us. Back to pass, looks down the middle, has a man there, he threw it short. They look for a flag, and they're not going to get it though. Intended receiver was given. So that brings up a 3rd down and 10 with 19 seconds left.
Yeah, they had a couple of receivers down deep, and it was kind of thrown in between the two of them. The deepest receiver had his hand up, hoping he was going to get it, but it was, I don't think the QB was going there. He was going for Mike Buterich and overthrew him.
So a timeout signal. It is awarded to Avondale, their first of the half. 2 remaining for the Yellow Jackets, 1 for the Bears. Talking it over with his team right now is Steve Deutsch. This defense defense has made some big stops in this game. Let the offense able to do their thing at the end of the second half and the beginning part, or the end of the first half and the beginning part of the second half. So 19 seconds separates us in overtime unless Berkley can strike. Back to pass, one pump fake, down the middle, he has it intercepted. Streaking across, that's Harvey to the 40-yard line and is pushed out at the 30. 5.7 remaining, they're going crazy here at Avondale.
What a play.
Intended receiver was Nolan Given.
Berkley decides to take a chance, throw it down the field. It looked like it was almost, it went through the hands of Buderich and into the James Prince of Avondale picked it off. Huge play, 5 seconds, 6 seconds left. Maybe time for 2 quick plays at the most.
The lone back to the left of Janes is Holloman. Speeding in to go play receiver is Lala. Trips to the far side, one on the near. 5.7 remaining in a tie at 14. And that one left up there, nearly intercepted, intended for Saunders, so they were going for those 2 plays.
Yeah, they tried a quick out there, that quick pass, and Saunders just ran a 5-yard out, but it got tipped at the line. Saunders would have caught that. He probably easily would have got out of bounds, and then it would have been in good shape.
So it looks like they're going to attempt a possible game-winning field goal. Alex Hedrick, the 6'1" senior kicker, is into trying to do so. Tyler Gross, the backup QB, will hold. Hedrick leaning back. Draws forward, is no good. They have a receiver back at the 10-yard line as well, trying to break out across the far sideline. There's a few flags down. One comes in directly in front of the play, one behind as well at about the 15-yard line.
I had a little flashback to the Alabama-Auburn game there for a second. I didn't see that guy back there, and when I got it, he got it. I thought, oh boy, he's going to run it all the way back, but no,
It looks like we're going into overtime, folks.
We're definitely going to overtime.
So overtime is upon us. There's zeros on the clock. We're tied at 14. There's a little bit of discussion still going on about that last penalty marker. The team's still on the field. If my memory serves me correct, I believe they get 3 minutes in between the fourth quarter and overtime. It's been a while since I've seen a high school overtime game, though. Well, they're still talking about the flag. As you see, the men in stripes employed by the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Well, there's a certain buzz in the Avondale side, a certain quietness by the Berkley side, just awaiting the verdict.
They roughed the kicker?
Wow.
Wow.
There are 2 penalties on the play. First is the indication of a roughing the kicker on the field goal attempt. Also a block in the back call.
So a block in the back in addition to the roughing the kicker. And
That penalty should result
Let's take a look one more time at what happened. And ooh, at the last moment, yeah, Michael Harvey came in and kind of threw an elbow. So now
I'm just curious about is where this ball's going to end
Right.
up. Are they going to have a shot at a good, you know, they may get another play here. Try another field goal.
Well, the block in the back penalty was just declined by the Yellow Jackets. Well, this game started with confusion, and it's about to end with confusion. And actually, no, they did not decline it. They accepted it, it looks like. Only reason I said they declined is because the official...
Well, there was 2 penalties. They declined...
was there 2 block in the...
Yeah, okay. Two different penalties there.
So 0's on the board as far as the time goes right now. The official confirming what all happened there.
Oh, this could be a heck of a finish if they're going to get another shot here at a field goal.
Well, Avondale telling their fans to get on their feet. Alex Hedrick will attempt it again. Here it is. It's a line drive, and it is no good to the right. Boy, oh boy. We remain tied at 14, and we will go to overtime. Take a look. Just a bit to the right. So as they talk it over here going into overtime, we'll take a short break. You're watching CMNTV.
On CMNTV Sports, you'll see a variety of varsity competition. On CMNTV Sports, you'll see local high school teams face off as community volunteers shoot the action. On CMNTV Sports, you'll see the best local athletes compete for victory. On CMNTV Sports, you might even see your dad.
Welcome back to Avondale High School. It's a 14-14 tie game as we head into overtime. The Bears looking to go 5-0. Yellow Jackets looking to improve to 4-1. Next game for Berkley is an important one as well in the standings. They take on Farmington on October 2nd at Farmington. The team that this Avondale squad has already lost to 35-0. On the other side for the Yellow Jackets, they face Birmingham Groves, who is also making a bid for one of the top spots in the Oakland Activities Blue Division as well. So the captains will meet. And chat things over. Both of these two teams have bandled it out, and quite frankly, we really didn't expect anything less. Again, the history between these two squads: 2013 34-31 game, 2012 23-21, 11 24-21, 2010 41-50 or 51-44 back and forth game, 2009 34-31, same score in 2008. In 2007, 32-28 game, and 06, 05, 04 were a little bit more dominant each side, but the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years have been just like this game here today.
Referees having quite a discussion out there with the captains. Maybe he hasn't done too many overtimes.
So they break the huddle now between the two captains, and we'll do the coin flip. A shake of the hands. And we are nearly underway here in overtime. See who gets it first. Thank you for tuning in here today on CMNTV. Jeremy out alongside my broadcaster today, Brian Clark, to bring you the call. Little huddle here for the Yellow Jackets. They will be on offense first, it looks like. So trotting out there again is Travis James. He has led this offense pretty well here today. Four downs given to the offense here. Ball placed at the 10-yard line. The first play in overtime is fumble. James able to recover, it looked like. So that's the second time we've seen a play like that. So 2nd and goal, the situation now. It looked like a loss of about 2 yards. They'll have to punch it in from 12 yards away if they want to untie this game. Two backs, Lala and Holloman. In trouble. Circling around, will throw it left corner of the end zone, jump ball, and it's through the hands again of Jalen Saunders. Larry Alexander on the coverage once again. He's been all over the field.
A heck of a rush there. Travis James was lucky just to get rid of the ball. Man came through virtually unblocked. It was a little dangerous of a throw, but it's better than being back on the 30. It's taking a sack on the 30, so he got rid of it.
So 3rd down and goal now. Receiver at the bottom of your screen is Saunders. Pressure being sent here by the Bears off the bat. Fakes the handoff, has time, has plenty of time. Near corner, he had 2 receivers, couldn't hit either of them that time. 4th down.
I'll tell you, it's tough rolling to your left on the corner, a right-handed quarterback. It's not the most advantageous position to be in, rolling to your left. So much easier to run into your right to throw the ball.
So they're going to bring in the field goal unit once again. Alex Hendrick was granted a second chance after the roughing the punter call. Just, and I mean just, missed it to the right of the post. That's why we're here in overtime. The left-footed kicker will try it again. Snap is good. The hold is good. The kick is floating, and it is no good.
He seems to be hooking it. He's pulling a. I think they pulled that earlier kick in regulation. It's far enough. It's just wide right.
And good enough height as well. So now it's the Berkley Bears' chance. No points put on the board for the Yellow Jackets. Bears with a chance to end it. team that is looking to stay undefeated trots to the line. Jake Cummings under center, sends one man in motion. Not much on the keeper by Cummings.
That's just good defense by the front seven of the Yellow Jackets. They were all, looks like 5 guys were in on the tackle.
That was a good shot. Second down, says the official. Credit to the crew, everyone back in the truck as well. Great job tonight. Second and goal coming up. Lone receiver on the bottom of your screen is Alexander. Wow, nothing. Avondale defense says hello. Cummings is brought down. Take a look. Trying to put it into the hands of Carlton Williams.
Well, who else but number 33 came running right through the offensive line, hit the runner in the backfield. Another huge play by Chase Lala.
Timeout issued to the Bears. As you take a look at Steve Deutsch trying to plead something to the official. Well, it's been a close game all throughout. If you're just tuning in, Berkley stomped out to a 14-0 lead in the first half of play. Before the halftime bell struck, Avondale was able to make it one score closer at 14-7 with about 3 minutes remaining. Came back, scored in the third quarter as well, did Avondale, and that's where we stand at 14 apiece right now. Berkley with a third down play.
I think they're going to have to try something besides a run up the middle. Avondale's stuffing them on that.
Maybe get it into the hands of Larry Alexander on the near sideline. Single coverage on him. Man in motion to the right. They fake the handoff to him. They just hand it off the middle, trying to chug forward towards the goal line.
Well, they went back to their old bread and butter.
He was just shy of the goal line that time.
It's a trap play. Inside reverse, the guard pulling. That's the play they scored on earlier. Mike Buderich making a nice run. Getting an attempt to win her right here, huh?
Not before. A timeout by the Yellow Jackets. A little ice the kicker situation. Well, we've already seen a few missed field goals in this game. This one a little bit more favorable than what the Yellow Jackets tried to get themselves up by 3. I think it's safe to say, though, if Berkley could pull off this win, it'd be considered kind of an upset. Even though they are the 4-0 team. That Avondale band looking to lead their defense to a big stop.
It's a little more than an extra point, Jeremy. Although he's not in the middle of the field. He's over on the right side a little bit.
Here it comes. Holds a little bit to the right. It is. Wow, no good. Hooked it to the left, and I think the difference was the snap there. Kind of had to bring it back. Just not enough time to hold it down and kick it through. So we do it again. Yellow Jackets given another chance.
Not a great night for the field goal kickers. Extra points have been fine.
Some new life as they will bring it to the other side of the field now. Avondale starting to make their way down there. Berkley will do so now. Captains will meet again for another coin flip.
See, this is the second time the refs have done this. Maybe they'll be a little quicker in their discussions this time. Yeah, it appeared that they are.
I mean, that time I don't think you necessarily have to go over any rules.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably the delay the first time, but
players shake. This is the third or fourth time these players are shaking, greeting each other.
So they will try it again on the left side of the field. This time, the Yellow Jackets will go on defense first. It's been a loud Avondale crowd of late. So under center once again is Jake Cummings. Up the middle, into the hands of Carlton Williams once again. Bring up second down.
Had a decent gain there. Lala, usually been plugging that middle. That running back really hit the hole hard and had his head down and made a nice run.
So if you're just tuning in, we're in our second overtime. 14-14 our score. Clock doesn't matter, only the down. It's at second.
Looks like the QB's audibling to another play here. Gonna go wide.
Could not get the extra push into the end zone. A big group of Yellow Jackets able to stop that. 2-yard gain. 3rd and goal now.
I think Jake Cummings saw there that the Avondale defense was stacked up right in the middle, and he thought he must have had one of those inside runs called against. So he audible to a pitch out to the go wide right.
Cummings has it. He'll keep it. He dives in. 6 on the board. It's 20-14.
Nice block by the center, and they just got some room there. That's all it took.
So here comes the extra point attempt. Eric Braun. Yes. 21-14, a must score now for the Avondale Yellow Jackets. 4 downs to do it from the 10-yard line.
If anyone stands lost a smartphone, and you can describe the phone that you've lost into the press box and let us know.
So a little extra in the huddle for Steve Deutsch, the head coach of this Avondale squad. Travis James, once again back out there at the quarterback position. The lone back to his left is Josh Holloman. James fakes the handoff, takes it for himself, and is met fairly quick. Met by 20. Austin Wood, boy, has he had a great overall game for the Bears.
Travis James got a look shaken up there on that hard tackle. It was a kind of a bootleg. They faked to the right and quarterback went left. But he's a little shooken up there after the hard tackle. You see he's limping a little bit.
Second down now. Pair of receivers to the left and right of James, who's in the shotgun. Looks to pass, does so quickly. Had a man wide open in the end zone, just couldn't hit him. Intended for Chris Womack. So 3rd and goal now, 2 more downs.
Actually, if you take a look, I think it was a pretty good pass.
It looked like it.
He just fired it. Maybe a little out in front of him. He did get his hands on it, but it may have just been a little bit too hot and a little bit out in front of him, but make it a difficult catch.
Avondale looking to tie this game back up. 21-14 is the lead for the Bears. Rolling out, has time, far corner, incomplete. They're down to 1 down.
Sprint out to the right, just trying to hit an out route there to Jalen Saunders, and looked like he got kind of tripped up there.
They have a timeout to burn, and they will do so. So Avondale wants to talk it over. This has been a slow-moving end of the game in overtime. A lot of confusion. I know those penalties, we thought maybe the game would go into overtime. Maybe they would kick it again. They did kick it again, but Hendrick just took it a little bit to the right. And this field goals have kind of plagued both teams here in the later stages of this contest. And we thank you for sticking with us here on CMNTV. A good game to call. Jeremy out alongside Brian Clark.
Well, it's been a close, hard-fought game. It's coming down to this last play here.
The down box reads 4. They have about 9 to go. Need to get into the end zone somehow to extend this game. They do! Into the hands of Josh Holloman. And the man that's going to be a Bearcat next year converts for the Yellow Jackets. It's an extra point away from being a tie game once again. Great pressure.
Travis James was being rushed by Carlton Williams. He's just lucky to get the ball off. Holloman there, open and able to, with his speed, get it into the end zone. They're going to go for 2.
They are. Trying to win it here. James in trouble, batted down and incomplete. The Berkley Bears remain undefeated. 5-0 to start the year. Well, a gamble of sorts by the Yellow Jackets. Instead of kicking the extra point, they went for it all and tried to win it with the 2-point conversion. It just wasn't in the cards. 21-20 your final score, your final thoughts on this contest.
Well, that last play, again, the toughest for a quarterback is rolling to your left. I don't know that was the problem on the throw because he had such pressure. The ball got tipped, and I just know that when I was with the 49ers that we try to avoid throwing on the run to our left if we could. And so that's a tough way to end it for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, we thank you for tuning in here on CMNTV as you get a peek at the handshake line at midfield. Again, your final score 21-20 in favor of the Berkley Bears. They pick up a huge win on the road and move to 5-0 on the season. Only one more win needed for them to get a sure berth to the MHSA playoffs. For Brian Clark, I'm Jeremy Arnold. Thanks for tuning in around this Saturday.